you can see, and just like I thought, the Ninja H2R is a very potent motorcycle. It makes 242 rear wheel horsepower. Now let's put that in perspective. My ZX14, after building it, heads, cams, pistons, rods, everything, and about $10,000 later, bike makes 240 horsepower to the rear wheel. This motorcycle comes stock with 242 rear wheel horsepower. Now, if we equate that to crankshaft horsepower, that's right in the area of 300 horsepower where it's supposed to be with the drivetrain loss. As good as 242 horsepower is, it's not good enough, because I'm a horsepower junkie and it's my job to go in the H2R and see how it ticks and what we can do to make it go faster. I already got some ideas in mind, and I'm going to give you a comparison and show you what a stock H2 makes versus a stock H2R if you're not impressed with 242 rear wheel horsepower. So that is the difference between a crate stock Ninja H2, 184 horsepower, and a bone stock Ninja H2R. So at 12.5, there's a difference of 112 horsepower. That is absolutely unbelievable. That's how restricted the Ninja H2 is versus the H2R. So if you're not impressed with 242, are you now? I can't believe this. Look at that. It picked up. It's got 283 horsepower. So the red graph is this H2R completely stock, and the blue graph is after we did the head and changed the exhaust cam only. Look at the difference in the power up here. This is crazy. 40 horsepower. 41 horsepower. So I got some more tricks up my sleeve. We ain't gonna leave this alone. So it made 242 stock, 283 now, and stay tuned. So just like I promised, 283 horsepower is great, absolutely phenomenal. But is it enough for RG? Nah, not at all. So got the thing apart, and we let it cool down, took it apart, and now I'm going to upgrade the supercharger. And this is the key. These gears right here, and tuning, along with the intercooler and all that stuff, is the key to me breaking the record at 229 miles an hour. I hopefully plan to go faster than that on this H2R. Here's the moment of truth. All that work. Let's see what the hell happened. gain. So right here, looks like she picked up about 43 horsepower. 41, 43 horsepower in the mid-range there. So that's the difference between a H2R with just a head and exhaust cam changed, and after I installed my gears, this is what we got. Good difference. So what's happened here today is I've just taken my first H2R over the limit. Not many people have worked on the H2R, and this is absolutely my first time working on it. And contrary to what everybody believes, they make 300 horsepower from the factory to the crankshaft, but that equates to about 243 horsepower on my extremely low reading dyno. So that's not what really matters here, the overall number. It's the gains after I finished. So we went from 243 horsepower to 283 horsepower with just doing the cylinder head and changing the exhaust cam, because the H2R exhaust cam is relatively small. From 283 horsepower, we're now 334 horsepower to the rear wheel. My first H2R, the most of any H2 that I know of, but absolutely the most that's ever been on my dyno. So even the record-setting H2 that I built that set the record at 229 miles an hour made 30 less horsepower on my dyno. But I'm happy with it because my dyno reads extremely low. As you guys have seen before, my dyno is absolutely low. So this on somebody else's dyno is no telling what it would make. But 334 horsepower to the rear wheel is stout, stout, stout.